Welcome bass family to Everything Bass. Today we're moving on with our slap groove series. This is slap groove number 5. And it's a cool cadence that I learned from, I can't remember what bass player I first learned. I want to say it's Louis Johnson. And what a cadence is, it's kind of a basic rhythmic pulse that you can do, and then you can start ornamenting it, and I took it a different way. And of course, I'm not the only one. This is a cadence that you hear a lot of people play. And it also offers a variety from what I've been doing in the past 4 units. So I wanted to give you something new to kind of toy with. So here we have slap groove number 5. Let's start really slowly. If you're a Patreon subscriber, this one's going to be helpful for you to go find slap groove 5. That'll be the name of the post. Click on the little attachment. It's a simple PDF. Download it. If you can, print it out. If not, just put it up on your device. And I think this will help because there's a lot of moving parts to this that I will do my best to describe, but I think you might benefit from seeing it. Also, don't freak out if you don't sight read. It's also written in tab. So if you're familiar with tab, you'll be able to execute it. So we're going to start with a simple open E. Now this is a 16th note based pattern. There's a 1/8 note in it. But what you're doing is you're going to play an E and then let your left hand clap, and then I just take my right hand and I hit the string and I come and I hit another E. So it goes, and that's how you get that dump but dump, dump but dump. It's a really relaxed. Now some guys will go thumb, 2 thumbs, thumb, and that's fine. Do that if that's easier for you. But I find that by doing thumb, clap, wrist mute, thumb, that I'm spreading out the activity over both hands and I'm a little more relaxed when I do it. That's it. So now that last E that I play, I actually tie that to the first 16th note of the next beat. And you'll see that on the sheet music. And then I do 2 wrist mutes, or muted thumbs, and I pop the G string on, pop the G on the D string. So I go, I'll have played from the beginning. Like that. So that's the first 2 sections. I'm going to slow that down. One more time. Might feel weird. Do it slowly, kind of get comfortable. Don't move on to the next beat until you got that down. But we're going to move on to the next beat. So it's actually next is going to be a ricochet, which is, if you remember from the previous fundamentals of slap, it's just a wrist mute and a muted G. And it's kind of a setup. And then I do another E and another clap. So let's just isolate beat 3. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to break my rule, and instead of just doing beat like a beat at a time, I want you to look at the end of beat 3, which is a thumb, clap, and then the beginning of beat 4 is the same thing, thumb, clap. It's just, which gives us that cool kind of answer to the bump, to bump, bump, bump. You'll hear it when I play the whole thing together. So the second half of beat 3 is, beginning of beat 4 is, that's easy, you can do that. And then the last thing I do is I come back and I thumb the D on the A string 5th fret, hammer on a whole step to the E. So that's one measure, believe it or not, all that, one measure. And it's like that. Now, the second measure pretty much starts the same way. And the only difference is towards the end, I only do one of those. You remember how I was just saying the second half of beat 3, I do a thumb, clap? I only do that one, and then I do a thumb. And there's a little 16th note rest, and then I pop the 6th fret, 6th fret on the G string, which is the D flat, and I hammer onto D natural. Like that. So second measure be, like that. So let me put it together for you so you can kind of hear it in a flow. you can do little different things, like you can not do a hammer-on one time. You can just let it be percussive clicks. You know, you can start playing with it, evolve it, make it your own. The other thing is I'm just using these as suggestions. You can move them around. You know, do any ones you want. Explore the fingerboard. I think it's helpful if you stay within a scale. I created this riff kind of thinking E Dorian, but you could change it to E minor pentatonic or heck, anything you want. And then just work on your flow. Just try to get it so it sounds like there's no pauses, starts, stops. Be patient with yourself. This is definitely the most evolved, or most complex, I should say, slap groove I've shown you so far. Take your time with it. I really feel everyone can do slapping. I think there's a lot of people get derailed by just trying to go too fast. Take it slow. Maybe the first thing you do is just that, and just get that down, and then improvise something else. But don't put any pressure on yourself. Ask questions. In the comments below, absolutely, ask questions. Be as specific as you can in the question, but and it will also, if you're trying it and something's not working out, if you could just take a cell phone video and email it to me at dtitus@daletitus.com, I'd love to get my eyeballs on it. Maybe I can help. Maybe there's something I can see about your technique, and definitely would help me remotely get a better idea of what you're experiencing. So that's it, Slap Groove 5, man. I'm really excited to see what you guys can do with this. Videotape yourself playing it and send it back. Maybe I can do a compilation of you guys playing it in a future video, which would be cool, I think. All right, today's encore item is the best of Parliament Funk. Parliament, Give Up the Funk. Man, this was recommended. Okay, full honesty here. When I was just a young bass player in Chico, California, a lot of different people kept telling me, oh, you gotta check out P-Funk, you gotta check out P-Funk. And I don't know, I was an idiot. I was really into rock and metal, and I was like, yeah, those guys are weird. And then I finally did. And I just bought this CD. Actually, I believe I bought it on cassette first. And it blew my mind. If you really want to have a wider understanding of not only the history of funk, but your own funk style, this collection, how many songs? There's 14 songs on this. And even if the song, like you're working on your slap patterns and stuff, and maybe the bassist on the song doesn't play with slap, you're still going to get ideas for how to like play a rhythm, what accents to, or what notes to accent, you know, how to fit in with the drums. This is like a hardcore lesson on outstanding funk, man. And if you are in a funk, if you're depressed, and man, check it out, man. This CD, you might be different. Your results may vary. This just always makes me happy, man. Listening to P-Funk just brings joy in my life. What great music. But I really want you guys to start, like, let's say you really like a band who's contemporary, so maybe a band that just came out in the last 5 years. And you really, that's who you want to be. And I dig that, man, because we've all been there. There's always been that like catalyst player or band that really got us going. But what you can do to really better understand that particular artist is find out who they listen to and listen to them. Go back into the history of what was their inspiration to create the thing that you're so in love with. I think by doing that, you get a better understanding of the whole artist that you admire, but you get a better understanding of like the path, and this informs you, and this makes you a better, deeper player. I do it all the time. I love looking back at like the history of a genre and picking out like these obscure guys that still had a big influence on the style, and just listen to them, see what you can glean from them. Best of Parliament, Give Up the Funk, man. Brilliant, brilliant recording. Check it out, absolutely. So Slap Groove 5 and P-Funk. Man, what a great thing to add to your day. If you're watching this, and hopefully you'll pick up the bass, try out the slap groove, and when you get tired, your fingers get sore, throw on the CD, buy the CD, throw it on, and check it out, and I just think you'll have a great end to your day. Thank you so much for checking us out. I really love the community that Everything Bass is becoming. There's a bunch of ways for you to get involved. It's simplest right now. You don't even have to get out of your chair. Hit the like on the video, hit the subscribe right next to it, hit the bell icon. Man, if you do that, you're going to be notified every time I post videos. You can add them into your practice schedule. If you feel you've plateaued, that, man, I'm bored, I'm frustrated, every week I'm posting videos. and you can just check them out, maybe get inspired, maybe add it into your practice routine. You can definitely support the channel by going to patreon.com, which I mentioned earlier. Become a paid subscriber. You get what's called a backstage pass, and you'll get access to all my materials, and you can print them out. I really hopefully envision you guys printing them out, putting them in a binder, so you have this real compendium of a bunch of different topics. If you do that, and you want my help organizing it, just let me know in the comments section below. I can tell you how I organize my lesson book with different dividers, grouped by category. And I think it will definitely help you kind of stay organized as the material grows. And of course, hey, join us on Facebook. We have a really cool Facebook family going on. At the time of recording, there's over 400 members to the group. I try to post daily inspirational things to kind of keep you fired up to practicing. You'll see that people they ask questions, they make requests for future videos. It's a wonderful place. Organically, anyone on their phone can do it. For us to kind of exchange ideas. And that's why this exists. I did not want this to be a one-way conversation. I want to hear from you guys. And I've been hearing. So I'm going to be doing more about more basic foundational, like you just bought your bass, you know nothing. You're going to see more of that kind of material coming up to support the very first steps in your walk. Likewise, I'm hearing from some guys wanting to do more advanced stuff. So I'm going to try to do a big mix, upload at the same time, and so hopefully can find something for, everyone will find something that they can enjoy. All right, man, I'm excited about this, and I look forward to our next time together. Brothers and sisters of the bass, let's unite and let's get some stuff done. All right, you guys take care. I'll see you at the next video.